G'day, welcome back to DC Extra. My name is Chris, and today we are going to be recapping seasons 1 and 2 of My Adventures with Superman, ahead of season 3 releasing on the 14th of June. Alright, now without further ado, let's get into this recap. Season 1 of My Adventures with Superman reimagines Clark Kent, not as a seasoned, flawless god, but as an awkward 20-something intern just trying to survive his first week at the Daily Planet. Alongside his alien conspiracy theorist roommate Jimmy Olsen and a fiercely ambitious investigative reporter named Lois Lane, Clark inadvertently stumbles into a massive conspiracy involving stolen military technology to save his new friends from an onslaught of rogue military robots at the Metropolis docks. Clark is forced to step into the light. He conceals his face, uses his powers, and inadvertently introduces the world to a mysterious flying savior, who Lois quickly dubs Superman. Clark, however, has no idea who he actually is. Seeking answers, he returns to his childhood home in Smallville and unearths his buried alien pod. The ship projects a haunting hologram of his biological father, Jor-El, showing him glimpses of a catastrophic planetary war. This activates a futuristic blue and red suit, which Clark's mother, Martha, lovingly modifies with a yellow belt and red trunks. Armed with his new suit, Superman begins protecting Metropolis from high-tech rogue villains like the electric-powered Livewire, the sonic-screaming Intergang, and the arrogant tech CEO, Anthony Ivo, who mutates into an energy-leeching monster known as Parasite. While Superman becomes a public hero, Clark's personal life spirals into total chaos. A highly suspicious Lois begins tracking the Kansas connection, eventually putting the pieces together when she finds a hidden article in Clark's desk. The emotional breaking point arrives when Lois handcuffs herself to Superman during a crisis, and later leaps off the Daily Planet roof, forcing his hand. Clark, of course, flies down to save her, exposing his secret identity.
I knew it!
Heartbroken that her best friend lied to her, Lois cuts ties with Clark, while a lonely Jimmy Olsen, feeling abandoned by his friends, gets kidnapped by a giant gorilla in the woods. This leads our trio into a hidden Cadmus laboratory, where they encounter the hyper-intelligent gorilla Monsieur Malin and a cybernetic brain known as the Brain. Here, Jimmy casually reveals that he has actually known Clark was Superman since their freshman year of college. The team reconciles just in time to fend off Task Force X, a ruthless Black Ops government division led by Amanda Waller and a mysterious figure known only as the General. The final stretch of the season turns into a psychological nightmare. Superman is hit with overwhelming superhearing and a devastating media smear campaign by Gotham reporter Vicky Vale. Weakened and exhausted, he is captured by Task Force X. The General reveals he survived Zero Day, which was an alien invasion that took place 22 years prior, led by a caped vanguard known only as Nemesis Omega. The General believes that Superman is the vanguard for a second wave. Everything culminates in a chaotic finale at the Kent farm during Thanksgiving dinner, where the General is revealed to be Lois's estranged father, Sam Lane. A hidden multiversal orb drops, exposing Clark to kryptonite for the first time. The radiation triggers Clark's buried spaceship to rise, opening a massive invasion portal in the sky. To save humanity, Superman endures agonizing pain, flies into the ship's core, and blows it up from the inside. Sam Lane orders Task Force X to stand down, and the family happily celebrates Thanksgiving dinner together. But deep in space, the sinister, robotic entity, Brainiac, observes Earth alongside a brainwashed Kryptonian warrior, declaring that the planet will inevitably kneel. Season 2 shifts the stakes from local secrets to cosmic warfare. Clark is plagued by an urgent nightmare where Jor-El warns him that another Kryptonian is running out of time. This sends Clark, Lois, and Jimmy to Antarctica, where they locate his original ghost ship. There, a dying hologram of Jor-El drops a bombshell. Clark's biological cousin was also sent into space in a parallel escape pod. Before they can process this, Amanda Waller and Task Force X ambush them and seize the ship's tech. With General Sam Lane forced into hiding, Amanda Waller seizes total control of the city's defense forces. establishing a brutal military lockdown under martial law. She enlists a brilliant, ambitious young scientist named Lex Luthor, who begins rapidly reverse engineering alien technology to create a massive army of kryptonite-powered robots called Metallos. Lex delivers a charismatic public speech, masterfully turning the citizens of Metropolis against Superman by framing him as an unaccountable threat. Utterly isolated and feeling unwanted by humanity, a heartbroken Superman activates his cosmic beacon, sending a desperate plea out into the stars to find his cousin. The beacon is answered, but not in the way Clark expected. Jimmy meets a sweet, naive girl named Kara, wandering the streets, but she is quickly revealed to be the devastating planetary conqueror from his nightmares. Kara manifests a terrifying suit of black armor, demands her cousin join the new Kryptonian Empire, and completely overpowers Superman when he resists, trapping him in a stasis capsule and dragging him into deep space. In the cosmic citadel of Kandor, Clark tries to appeal to Kara's humanity, but he discovers that Kara isn't being raised by her father. She's being completely brainwashed by Primus Brainiac, a cold, calculating machine of war. Brainiac traps Superman inside the Black Mercy, a psychological matrix that forces Clark into a painful digital loop where his human friends and family mock and reject him. Brainiac's ultimate goal is to shatter Clark's mind and hijack his godlike physical body as a vessel to launch a full-scale invasion of Earth. Back on Earth, Lois and Jimmy refuse to give up. Jimmy uses his entire multi-million-dollar Flamebird fortune to hire Livewire's underground criminal syndicate, teaming up with Monsieur Malin and the Brain to steal a prototype spaceship from Star Labs. They blast into orbit and rescue a horrified Kara, who has just uncovered historical data proving she accidentally destroyed several alien civilizations under Brainiac's control. However, they arrive too late. Brainiac successfully takes over Superman's body, blasts his friends into the vacuum of space, and warps Kandor directly above Metropolis. The final battle is a masterclass in human resilience. Lois utilizes a Kryptonian thought projector to manually inject her own consciousness directly into Clark's digital nightmare. After countless painful loops, Lois delivers a passionate confession, calling him Smallville. Realizing that inside Clark's mind, Lois is the strongest force in the universe, she gains superhuman strength, punches Brainiac's programming aside, and breaks Clark free. Superman awakens in the real world, joining forces with Supergirl, John Henry Irons in his steel mech suit, and the citizens of Metropolis to launch a massive counteroffense against Brainiac's fleet. When Brainiac tries to force Kara into submission, revealing he was the one who secretly engineered the original destruction of Krypton, Superman refuses to fight her. Instead, he offers her a warm embrace, promising she will never be alone. Kara breaks her programming. Together the cousins fly Kandor directly into the sun. The intense solar radiation exponentially charges their cells, giving them radiant new golden suits. Kara slices Brainiac clean in half, destroying the Warlord once and for all. The season ends on a beautiful note of peace. Kara is adopted by the Kent family, Lex Luthor retreats to build LexCorp, and Superman proudly flies over a safe Metropolis, ready for whatever adventure comes next. That there is where we last see all our characters before Season 3, which, as I mentioned, will be released on the 14th of June. Coincidentally, only about 10 days before the Supergirl movie releases. So in 1 month, we're going to have 2 iterations of Supergirl. So if you're a Supergirl fan, you are eating good this year. Anyway, that is it for this recap video. If you want to see a breakdown of the Season 3 trailer, be sure to check that one out. And of course, if you want to see any more videos like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel so YouTube knows to recommend you more videos just like this one. Anyway, until next time, this has been Chris, and I'll be seeing ya.